This short video is about using the iPad in school, general housekeeping of apps, and making sure you keep your iTunes account safe. So to keep the iTunes account safe, I'm going to go into Settings. And within Settings, you probably will automatically go into General, which is on the left-hand side of your screen. I'm going to scroll up the options, and you'll see when I come to restrictions that my restrictions are on. It is important that your restrictions are on. The reason for this is, if we have a look at the iTunes and App Store section, you'll see that my Apple ID is greyed out. And no matter how much I touch it, I cannot get into that Apple ID. In the school setting, that is where you want to be. That will ensure that no people can remove that Apple ID, insert their own Apple ID, and download apps of their choice. So to make sure that the iTunes and App Store section Apple ID is greyed out, within General, scroll to Restrictions. They should be on. You will get the 4-digit code from ICT. Within that section, after entering the code, scroll until you can find Allow Changes, underneath which it says Accounts. Make sure that Don't Allow Changes is ticked. Go back to Restrictions. You can also see there that there are other things you may wish to change. Facebook, don't allow changes. Twitter, don't allow changes. And further up, Siri, you would be switching off explicit language. Apps, you can change them to be age appropriate. Websites, you could limit adult content if you wish. So by going through General, Restrictions, and making sure those restrictions are enabled, you should ensure via the iTunes and App Store that your Apple ID is safe. With regards to the housekeeping of the apps, you should be aware that apps can be put into folders by clicking on an app, or just touching the app rather, and the app jiggles. You can then put one app on top of the other, and that creates a folder. So in that folder, I have my keyboards. Clicking the Home button will stop the apps from jiggling. Just to show you again, the apps will jiggle. You can put one on top of the other. You can move them around the screen, or you can move them to another screen if you wish, so that you've positioned the apps where you want them. At any point in time, you can close an app by clicking the cross. The app will be deleted from your screen, but you can get that app back from the App Store. Very quick view on how to keep your Apple ID safe, and how to move apps and create folders within your Apple device.